Hey YouTube, it's Lisa. This is take 2 because my kids are here and they're being crazy. But I thought I'd do something different today, and that is share with you something that revolutionized stuff in my kitchen. And I'm certainly not perfect in everything, and I'm always looking for stuff to do as a mom that will improve my quality of life as a mom. And one of the things this woman from church taught me is making your own mixes. And so the recipe she gave me for this particular thing is on Pinterest. It was she got from Pinterest. She printed it off, gave it to me, and now I've been making it so much I just kind of remember what goes in. But today we're going to be making muffin mix, and then I will show you the muffins that you can actually make with it. And it does use, I mean, you can use wheat flour or whatever. You can change it up however you like, but I just have white flour because I get these huge bags from Costco, and I have found this to be a huge help for us. Like when people come over unexpectedly, I'll like throw muffins in. When I want to do a gift, like if I dork up like I did the other day, and I'll probably tell you about that while I'm making muffins. Yeah, I'm always like using them as little gifts and little things. So anyway, that is why I thought I would show you how to do this. You probably already know how to do this, but I didn't. I was a late bloomer. I learned it, and it has really, really been great for us and my family. So here is how you make muffin mix. Okay, so I'm actually going to try to do this with my 2 little munchkins running around. My big ones are going to be home from school, and we actually were planning to have some muffins for a snack. So hopefully this will show you how fast that can be from oven to, except for I've got my little guy over there scrubbing my dishwasher with my brush. Anyway, so what you need first, and I will try to figure, I am not the best cinematographer, and my kitchen is like so small. It's one of the ridiculous things about this house. This is a 5-bedroom house, and I don't know why we didn't notice the kitchen was so small until we moved in. And yeah, it's ridiculous. Okay, so the first thing you need is 8 cups of flour, and I know that sounds like a lot, and I already have it measured. I know that sounds like a lot, but this makes several muffins, several batches of mix. So then 3 cups of sugar, which also sounds like a lot. 3 cups of sugar. But it actually, I don't even know how many batches it makes, but it makes a lot. And then it also 3 tablespoons of baking powder. Oh, see how I figured out how to hold that in front of the camera. And then 2 teaspoons of salt. So in that goes, and I was going to tell you something about that. And so anyway, I'm sure, and I'm going to put this on my mixer. This was a gift from my mother-in-law like 4 Mother's Days ago, and I use it probably 10 times a day. So yeah, see, isn't it gorgeous? It's like not even the little one. It's like the big one, the special one, the fancy one that no one can afford unless their mother-in-law buys it for them. Then I put the little paddle on. And oh, I know what I was going to tell you. So while this is mixing, the original recipe actually calls for you to use to put cinnamon and nutmeg in that. But I have found that I have fewer variations if I actually do that, because when I add the cinnamon and the nutmeg, then I kind of like, it tastes strange in like a banana chocolate muffin. And if I make apple muffins, I can just put the cinnamon in there. So yeah, so anyway, just give it a good mix, and my awesome mixer is doing an awesome job, and that is essentially your muffin mix. And then I'm gonna just as soon as it's done mixing, right now it only took like less than a minute to completely mix, and I'm gonna bring it down, and then I am going to put it in a storage bag. Okay, so I put the muffin mix in a Ziploc bag. I use the same Ziploc bag for the muffins each time because Ziploc bags are expensive. So I've crossed out the date and I've put today's date. I've already taken out 2 3/4 cups of muffin mix, and then I have all the ingredients, but it's not like, you would be surprised at how easy this is. Okay, I'm about to show you how lazy I am because I'm going to make banana chocolate chip muffins. I do not mush the banana ahead of time. Here's the banana. It's going into my fantastic mixer. And I didn't rinse the bowl out or anything because it's muffin mix. That's what I'm using. So I whip up the banana in there. So you see, it just kind of gets like kind of mixed up. And then I am going to, the recipe calls, originally it calls for butter, but I am going to put a half a cup of coconut oil. I think it, number one, it makes it taste a lot better. I mean, it might, I don't know if it tastes better, but it tastes really good. And coconut oil has been known to have antiviral effects and other health effects. And so I just figure if I'm going to give my kids something with white sugar, white flour, and chocolate chips, I might as well give them some coconut oil so we can have a little something healthy there. So mix that together. And then I have an egg right here, just one single little egg. And if you see the white flecks on there, it's because this is actually one of the containers I use to make the muffin mix. So in goes the egg, and then some milk. This is 1 cup of milk. So yes, it was a half a cup of coconut oil. It was, so 1 banana, a half a cup of coconut oil, 1 egg, and then I have a cup of milk here. And if you're thinking, holy cow, that's a whole lot of ingredients for something you said was going to be easy. It actually is, but you'd be surprised, like when I'm not filming this, if I get up in the morning to make my boys' lunches, and I'm like, oh, holy cow, I don't have enough, I will literally whip these muffins up in like, and my husband is shocked. I will whip these muffins up. We'll have muffins in like 12 minutes. I'll do the mini muffins. And yeah, 15 minutes max, I would say. So I've got all of the things creamed in here, and this is a pretty foolproof recipe. Like if you, forget something and you add it later, you totally can do it, and it is very forgiving. And then I'm going to add my 2 3/4 muffin mix. So now I've already got my baking powder. I've already got everything in there, so I'm not having to add. So this is hard to get in with one hand because I need something. There we go. Okay, so so I'm not adding the salt, I'm not adding the baking powder, I'm not measuring the flour, I'm not measuring the sugar. So it actually does make it really easy. And then I just whip it together. And once it gets mixed, I'm going to throw in some chocolate chips. Actually, these are good with like, as just banana nut muffins or whatever, but my kids have allergies. My kids have peanut allergies, but at the school, other kids have tree nut allergies, so they can't take anything with nuts. So now I'm going to add, this is about 3/4 of a cup of chocolate chips. I guess about 2/3 a cup of chocolate chips. Just no matter, it just, I guess, depends on how much. My oldest son would like put like 3 cups in there if he could. I would prefer them to have a 1/4 cup, but they seem to notice. So anyway, there it is. That is the batter. And I'm going to turn this off and I'm going to put it in a pan. But before I do that, let me turn this off because you don't want to overmix your muffins ever because you don't want them to be chewy. But before I do that, I have this package of muffin mix that someone brought us dinner one time, and they ended up bringing these chocolate chip muffin mixes as a dessert, and I just never used them, so I have them in my pantry. But so for me, yes, there's sugar and there's flour and there's chocolate in there, but if you look at the ingredients on this, they start at the top and they go all the way down to the bottom. So it's like totally worth it to spend a few minutes to make muffin mix if you make muffins regularly. And so you can skip out on the soybean and cottonseed oil, the dextrose, the modified cornstarch, the corn syrup solids, the xanthan gum, the sodium stearoyl lactate, the datum, and all those other things that I can't pronounce. So it is 100% worth it. And I guess I'm about to turn this off and make muffins because that was my little peanut there who is decided that he does not want me to do this video. But I'm going to put the muffins in so that my boys can have them for snack when they get home from school. Okay, so I have the oven heated to 400 degrees. All 4 of my kids are home now. I was supposed to, I was going to have this done before, but my 3-year-old kept having drama. I had to go get the schoolhouse for him and the cars for him and the blocks for him. But anyway, 400 degrees, I have them in these mini muffin pans. Here, I only have 2 mini muffin pans, so I'm actually going to have to do this twice. I put them in these adorable little spider muffin wraps. But I usually don't use a muffin wrap. I just did for today. And because it's Halloween, and I actually have plenty of batter left. I mean, I could technically probably do a whole nother one of full-size muffins, But I'm gonna do more mini muffins because my kids like them better, and also I can like watch the chocolate and make sure they don't get as much. So I'm gonna put these in and I will show you the finished product. So here they are. They just came out of the oven. It took about 12 minutes, but I usually set the timer for about 10 and then check them. So yep, beautiful, delicious little muffins made from a mix from scratch. And so it's definitely more economical. And even though it's got flour and sugar and junk, it is way healthier than those packaged mixes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you go make yourself some mixes. Have a great day.